Healing sounds beautiful until you're the one doing it. Everyone loves a testimony, but nobody talks about the process, the crying, the relapsing, the starting over, the parts of grace that don't look holy at all. Now, let's talk about the messy side of grace, the part we don't post, the part we don't preach, the part we try to hide even from God. We've been sold on this idea that healing is linear, that it's peaceful, that it's cute, that it's a glow up. But it's not. The real thing, the real healing, it's ugly, it's uncomfortable, it's embarrassing. It's you facing parts of yourself you swore you would never look at again. Now I could say that yes, I have been guilty of relapsing on certain things I have said I wasn't gonna do again, things I said I wasn't gonna watch again, listen to again, all that. I've been a victim of that. And you could say I've healed from that. I'm not doing it no more. I healed from it. But there are times where you just go back to that point in your life. No matter how many times you done said, oh yeah, I'm healed, I'm healed, I'm healed, or I'm not doing this anymore, you end up going back. I want people to stop trying to shame others for them relapsing, going back to things that they used to do, stuff they used to do, stuff they used to watch, stuff they used to listen to. I want people to stop shaming people for relapsing, because I see people shame people for relapsing with drugs or with drinking or with this, with that. Like, you ain't all that special. You ain't all that special, okay? So why are you choosing to judge them, crucify them because they relapsed on something that they said that they was healed from? But in a moment of weakness, they relapsed. Now we're not gonna sit there and say, oh, we're always healed or we're never gonna do that again, because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna do it again. Okay? And that's after the first time. And then the second time you promise yourself you're not gonna do it again. Third time you will be tempted. Like, it's gonna tempt you. Everything that you say you've been healed from, stuff, the devil is gonna find a way to tempt you with the stuff you've been healed from. He's gonna find a way to tempt you with the stuff you've been healed from. And it's up to us to have the faith to be strong and trust God that we can actually do this. We can sit up there and not be tempted. Not saying that you aren't gonna go for it. Not saying that you won't, because look, we all have fallen short. We all have, and I'm tired of people pretending like, oh, I've never fell short, or I've never done this, I've never done that. Yes, you have. You have done that. Okay? You have. Please, let's not lie. Let's not lie, okay? Because I'm not finna sit here and lie. Healing isn't a straight line. It's a loop, a spiral, a back and forth, a God, I thought this was over moment. But let's be real. Some of us are healing from things we never should have had to survive. Childhood wounds, church wounds, relationship wounds, self-inflicted wounds. And healing doesn't make you look strong. Sometimes it makes you look broken. Sometimes it makes you look inconsistent. Sometimes it makes you look like you're going backwards. Now, let's talk about the wounds, baby. Childhood wounds. Now, I am a victim of childhood wounds. If you have been here with me for the past 4 seasons, 5 seasons, 4 or 5 seasons, you would know season 1, I talked about my childhood. I talked about how my dad just walked out. Basically didn't walk out, was never there, basically. how he told my mom to get an abortion, how he told her that he wanted nothing to do with me, but then told her that he basically was gonna take me or whatever. Told told me that I was a disappointment. Told me that I wasn't his child. Told me that he forgives me for whatever reason, for reasons unknown now. And I talked about how that has influenced me today. I feel like that's why I'm one of those people that is not going to take any type of mess from anybody. I don't care if you're grown, you're a child. I don't care. You older than me, younger than me, same age. I'm not taking no mess from nobody. I feel like that's the reason I am not having my guard up. And I only let my guard down with certain people because the people will walk out your life in a minute. And you go try to sit there, do everything you can to keep them in your life. But I realize now that everyone has a season. Everyone has a season in your life. And those people that you are trying to keep in your life, those people that you think deserve to be in your life, God is trying to remove them. And I had to learn that the hard way. I did. I had to learn it the hard way. Because there were people in my life I was trying to keep in there. I was trying to keep hold on. Like, oh, no, don't leave. I was trying, God, please, keep them in my life. But I'm like, you being in my life is only hurting me. It's holding me back from where I should be. Like, you're holding me back. And I remember one day I just prayed to God, say, God, just remove anybody out of my life that is harmful to me, that is basically that was not benefiting me. And when he did. Baby, he did. I think I need to do that prayer again because there are some people that need to be removed again. Again. Expeditiously. Get on out of here. And then church wounds. Some people have been burned by churches. They've been burned by the people in the church. And you know the people in the church, they're like, oh, I've never done anything like that. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You are the reason why these people are leaving the church. You are the cancer that is in the church. You are the Judas in the church. Okay? That goes for the people in the pews, the choir, the musicians, the pastor, the assistant pastor, the first lady, the deacons, the usher board, the kitchen committee. Matter of fact, the finance company. Anybody that's in that church, some of y'all are the reason why these people leave the church. Y'all are the reason why. You're the reason why people don't even come to church. Some people will actually sit up there and watch it online, then come to the church because they know how y'all are. Y'all are the reason why. Some people have church trauma. It's so bad that they don't even want to go to church. I'm like, you gotta go to church. But they was like, no, I cannot go to church. I don't want to go to church all the time. I don't want to go to church at all because these people in the church, and I'm like, okay, I get that. I get there's the people because these people can be so, but at the end of the day, you're in there for you. So, I was just about to cuss for a minute. Oh, child. I had to catch myself. Because I was about to say people. But forget about them people. I caught myself. Forget about them people because you in the church for you. Not for them. Not for anybody else. You are in the church for you. To help you. So I don't care what Sister Shirley say. Mother May say. I don't care what Sister Teresa say. Sister this, sister that. Deacon this, deacon that. I don't care what they say. You are in that church for you. Now, relationship wounds. We all know about relationship wounds. Well, I don't. I don't know, but I've heard. Okay. And plus, I have friends, and they tell me. So, I have not experienced a relationship of my own. Okay, but when I do, yeah, I will have a story. Hopefully, I won't have a bad story. Hopefully, it will be a good story. All right. But anyway, relationship wounds. People cheat in the relationship. Domestic violence. It don't have to be domestic violence. Emotional abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse. All of that goes on in a relationship. All of that goes on in a relationship. And some of these people come out of a relationship actually wounded. They're scarred from being with a man or being with a woman who abused them. And I know it's not common for people to think that a man could be abused, but yeah. It's not as common as women being abused, but men can be abused as well. Men can be emotionally abused, physically abused, verbally abused. They can be abused as well. Now, it's not as common as women being abused, but yeah. Well, let's want to open the can of worms. Yes, men can be abused as well. Now, self-inflicted wounds, we all know about that. Trying to unalive yourself, or just making marks on yourself. Just some people say, "Oh, you're making a mark for attention." No, we won't. I don't know how to explain that, but some people say that you just make a mark on yourself for attention. But I think it's much deeper than that. I can't explain it, but I think it's much deeper than somebody wanted attention. I think it's much. You need to sit down and talk to your child, whoever. Healing doesn't make you look strong. No, I already said that. Nah, I already said that, but I'm gonna say it again. I just remembered I already said healing doesn't make you look strong. It makes you look broken. Sometimes it makes you look inconsistent. Sometimes it makes you look like you're going backwards. I repeated what I said before, okay? So, but here's the part nobody talks about. Grace is messy. Grace is disruptive. Grace will drag every hidden thing into the light, so it can finally stop controlling you. Now, I used to think that God only met me in the polished moments. You know, the worship moments, the I got it together moments. But God has met me more times in my mess than He has ever did in my perfection. Baby, don't I know it? I know it. He has... Child, my mess, God is there. I'm like, okay, can you visit me in the perfection? Like, I'm glad you're here in the mess. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. But can you meet me in the mess? In the perfection? What? You know what I mean. Can you meet me there? Grace doesn't stand at the door waiting for you to clean up. Grace walks right into the chaos, sits on the floor with you and says, "We're not leaving until you're whole." That's the grace nobody preaches. The grace that gets dirty. The grace that stays. The grace that doesn't flinch at your truth. If your healing looks messy, you're not doing it wrong. You're doing it honest. Healing isn't pretty, but it's real. And real healing lasts. Give yourself permission to be in the process. To be unfinished. To let grace do what grace does. Even when it doesn't look holy. Now, this was the Christian J Show. And if you're feeling less, your healing feels chaotic, if it feels slow, if it feels messy, that's okay. Grace was never meant to be pretty. It was meant to be transformative.